Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gardenstategrowing. Once again, my name is Eric, and if you noticed, if you follow this channel, you'll say, well, that doesn't look like your backyard. And you are correct, because let me show you. This is not my backyard. Hi, Nicole. Okay. This is my wife's grandfather's backyard. Now, today is Saturday, and I was so excited because I didn't have to work, and I'm not on call, and I get to spend the entire day in the garden. But family, right? So first off, my mom calls me up and she tells me her garbage disposal is completely broke. I need to come over there, I need to fix it, and I need to do it now because she can't wash dishes, she can't cook, and mom called. So you gotta run. So I ran to my mom's house, and it literally took me about 5 seconds to fix the problem, and I was like, Mom, I gotta go. So I ran out of there. So what does that have to do with anything? Really nothing, except for the fact that I wanted to spend the entire day in my garden, but I can't because obviously I've got other obligations. So a couple weeks ago, I went foraging for mushrooms in the forest, and the buddy that I went with gave me a fig tree, and I know my wife has wanted a fig tree, and I brought it home thinking she was going to be really excited, and instead I just kind of made her sad because she didn't just want a fig tree, she wanted her grandfather's fig tree. So that is where we are today. We are at her grandfather's house, and behind me here, what I'm going to show you is a mess. Okay, she led me to believe that there was like a fig tree properly planted somewhere in the yard. No. Let me kind of bring you in to show you this, but the reality is there's this one gigantic fig tree right here, and it is absolutely spread all over here. So there's literally about 9 different fig trees in here. So I told her to gather up the shovels and a bucket, and we would come over here and we would dig up one of these fig trees. Now here's the deal. It's spring, it's hot, it's a gorgeous day, it's like 75, 80 degrees. Sun is shining, and I'm going to bring you in now because I want you to take a look at this. All right, so this is one of the smaller fig trees that we were thinking about taking, and it's already got figs blooming on it. Here's another small fig tree that has figs already going on it. And then here is the gigantic fig tree that we could take. And be honest with you, it looks like it would be easier to get this cluster of roots out than some of these smaller ones that are buried in stinging nettles and who knows what else. Look at this one's really, really beautiful right here. But with heat in spring, this is not the right time to transplant these plants. But I've got to get them out of here. Her parents are trying to sell the house, and if I don't get them out now, I'm not going to have an opportunity to do it later on in the future. So my wife just walked in the house, so I'm playing a trick on her. And she won't know it until it's ready, but I brought like shovels and everything, making her think that we're going to dig all these plants up. We're not going to do that, okay? I'm just going to take some branches. Shh, don't tell her. I mean, I would want to do this in the fall after they kind of die back and go dormant. I could prune it nice and small. I could prune all the branches off to get a nice thick trunk on this plant. But I'm not going to do that. So today I brought my wife, Nicole, out. Say hi, Nicole. Okay. And she's trying to pick out which one of the fig trees she wants to take home. Now, I agreed with her that the only way I was going to come out here and do this is if she grabbed a shovel and started digging herself. So, Nicole, which plant did you decide to take? You want to take 2 of them? Or is it just one going down into a base?
Yeah, I
mean,
have no idea.
Because you see that one, we have like 5 different fig trees coming off. It's actually one root ball on the bottom. And then you can see like this here, these 3 plants are actually one plant down at the base. They will actually run down to the same root structure down at the base. And then over here, we have another fig tree with figs growing on it. And again, once again, you got all these branches coming down into one base. But this one's like wrapped up with like a maple something or other. So I'm not even gonna bother with this one. I would say either this one here we can get to, or even that big one over there where the roots are more accessible, so we can actually get that big one if you want to try to dig that one out. Yeah, it'll take. Yeah. All right, so you ready to spend the rest of the day doing this? Yeah. All right, grab your shovel. Grab the spaded one. So you're gonna go for this one first? All right, so you gotta get like a good 4 to 5 foot diameter around the root ball. So, I mean, that's a pretty big space. We're gonna have to dig around like all of this here, all around here, dig down underneath, and then finally pull out this gigantic root ball that's gonna come up with it. It's literally gonna take us about, I would imagine 2 of us working at it, about 8 hours. You ready? Yeah, well, I told you it was going to take this long. All right, come with me. Come with me. You're going to have to look at the camera for this one. All right, so come here. I've been playing a trick on you all day, okay? Mm-hmm. We could dig up these trees. They would probably do okay. But you want to know what a simpler solution is? I think you're going to be a lot happier, and it's only going to take about 10 to 20 minutes.
What's that?
What's that? We're going to do the right thing. We're not going to dig up the entire fig tree. We're just going to take some samples of the fig tree. I'm going to be cutting branches off that I think look really good, and I'm going to try to root them myself in soil and grow them from this mother plant apparently behind us. And I think that will be a lot easier. Now I will be starting over from the beginning with these trees. We will be able to get them home, and not only that, I'll be able to get multiple rooting samples. So the only thing I have with me right now is a razor knife. I'm going to walk over and we're going to pick out some of the best branches. So here we go. I'm going to hand the phone off to Nicole. So I want you to come in, Nicole, and I want you to point out some branches that you might think look really good, might have some figs on it. So like this is the mother plant right here. We have 2 figs on it. We have great growth growing out the top of it. Do you think this is a good candidate?
I would have no idea.
Okay, I think it is too. So I'm going to take my razor knife on a 45-degree angle. I'm just going to go right ahead. I'm going to take this branch. It doesn't look like it has any disease. So that looks good. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put it in my bucket. Put that one in the bucket. So let's go ahead and let's find some more. I suggest finding ones that have some fruit on it. They are probably going to die off and not form, but at least I know it's a really healthy fig branch. And I think I see this one right here. And I'm going to take this 45-degree angle. It's going to help the plant heal, and it's going to help root uptake, as you can see right there. Okay, so. And I have these 2 figs. They probably will not mature. I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time I'm actually going out, and I've done this on a smaller scale with like 1 branch. So over here, I have a nice, beautiful, I got 2 figs on top, green at the top there. I'm gonna come down below a node, right below the node, and cut that off. That's gonna go in the bucket. And let's see. Oh, this one looks really beautiful right here. Yeah, it just looks super healthy up top. 2 figs. Looks good right below the node. Oh, okay. And like I said, I'm gonna take a lot of this because I want the best chance of something growing. I could always give away the extra plants if they don't. I mean, if they do grow real well. So right here on this one, I have this branch here and this branch here. I could take it down here for 1 plant, or I could take it up here and here for 2 different plants, but I think I have enough. So I think I'm gonna give this one a great shot and just go right below this node right here. And oh, that one was a little bit harder, was a little bit thicker. I'll probably trim this one off. We'll see, I don't know. We'll put that in the bucket. Oh, did I mention that I made my wife search the garden for my shovels this morning, even though we're not using them? That is number 57 of the reasons why she hates my guts. All right, so I think I have everything that I can pick off. I mean, I could literally, even ones without any figs, with just nice greenery on this, like this, I could just take this if I wanted to. Matter of fact, at any time that I wanted to, I could just come in here and take a branch and repopulate it. So I have some growth hormone at home. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on planting fig, graftings, and let's see what we can do. So I'm gonna put the shovels away. There was absolutely no reason to bring them here today. We're gonna take these pieces of the fig trees that we got, and we're gonna go home and we're gonna put them in some pots and see what happens to them. I love you, and I'll see you in a couple minutes when I get home. All right, bye. All right, everyone, so that was going to my wife's grandfather's house and rescuing his fig tree. And we're gonna end this video right now, but if you wanna see part 2 of me transplanting and propagating these fig branches, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you want to get a notification every time I put out a new video, hit that bell, ring a ding dang. You'll get notified every time I put out a new video. So I'm going to shoot this video right after this one, so just look out for that, and I hope you enjoyed this content.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting strong.
I already called not helping.
Call not helping?
No. I call ignoring you.
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.